Okay, this is Jazz 313. I'm with the owner here of the Bike Museum in downtown Pittsburgh. Would you tell me your name?
Craig.
Craig.
Morrow, yep.
Okay, tell me the inspiration. I mean, I went to the museum. I mean, I saw some old swings, but tell me about this place.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about it. First of all, it's the world's largest bike shop museum. There's over 6,000 bikes. I started 35 years ago, maybe or so, and we've been in here for about 13 years. We got a bike trail right behind there. It goes from here all the way to DC. So if anybody ever wants to ride the bike trail, and yeah, we do everything bicycles.
So I saw the monkey's bike.
Yep.
Explain to us about that bike.
That one I bought at a bike show, and that's one that they used in the movie. And then we got the Pee Wee Herman bike. That's even better. That's the real bike that was used in the movie.
And then I saw the bike that was, you got someplace, it was 1930, but it was 1960 swing. Explain that to us.
Oh, yeah, the bike tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that in Ohio, in Dayton. It actually has a Dayton bicycle on there. That's what's sort of cool. But anyways, yeah, those two bikes were laying on the ground. They were thrown away in the field at a farm, you know, for the junk back in the day. And when the tree grew up, it pulled the two bikes up into the tree. And it was actually pretty high up in the air.
Okay, give us your address, your webpage, and then I ask you another couple questions because this is a worldwide audience.
Yeah, you can look us up at bicycleheaven.org, and our phone number is 412-716-4956, and you can get us email too, bikeheaven@comcast.net.
Okay, and I see you got the Schwinn, so I didn't know Schwinn was in Chicago. So explain that little Schwinn Tiger in the background, if you would.
That one there is the smallest bike that Schwinn made. That'd be for a real little kid, of course. And that was from the 60s. They made some in the 70s. It has a neat little banana seat on it and whatever. So yeah, just a real cool little bike. They're actually pretty collectible. I mean, even that little bike like that's probably $1,000 bike. You know?
So what about this puppy? I've never seen this one.
Yeah, this one here is a Stingray 2. That's what that would be. Just like these ones right here. But anyways, the Manta Ray was for a bigger kid like you.
Okay.
You're tall.
Okay.
I bet you when you were 12, you needed a bike like it.
Yeah. I had a Schwinn Continental. I had a Varsity, and I had a World Traveler because I'm so big.
Yeah.
So explain the one right behind us, that blue bike.
Well, that one there, I bought that at a bike show too. It's a 1940s bike, I believe. And that one was restored. So, but it's pretty neat. Got the guard right here because it's a woman's bike, and that was made so a woman's skirt wouldn't get caught in the back.
Oh, okay, interesting.
That's for yeah.
So what about this old look like a?
Yep, that one there is a high wheel bike, and that one's an older reproduction, and that's a small one. They make them a lot taller than that.
Okay, and tell us like parts. When I was walking around, you can. So tell us if you need a Schwinn, you need any part. Federal Express it for any bike.
Yep.
So just tell us some of the weirdest requests and where do you people come from? Egypt? Do people come from all over the world?
We sell bike parts all around the world. We did stuff with Rick Dale, American Restoration, things like that when they need parts and whatever. But yeah, we sell parts all around. There's other rooms here you didn't even see just full of bike parts. So the weirdest thing anybody ever asked for, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people, they want NOS original stuff.
Okay.
And I've had some people where they want an original tube. I mean, you can't see it, so why? But some people want it.
So I saw you had the big Budweiser. I remember I used to work for Budweiser back in the day.
Did you?
Where did you get that point of sale
I
piece?
drank a lot of Budweiser. That one, it's not real old, maybe like 20 years old or something like that. But it's just neat because it's, a theme bike.
Okay, so we talk about requests. Let's walk around this room and just tell me a little bit about this room, what's going on, and point out what was interest to you.
These are the Stingray crates. That's one of Schwinn's best bikes they ever sold. They came out in 1963 to 1973. They were real expensive. They usually were a rich kid's bike. So,
what are they going for right now?
$3,000 and up. All these ones here.
3,000. What about this mini twin?
Mini twin. That's also a Stingray type bike because it's got the banana seats on it. And that one, it's called a mini twin. It's a 20-inch tandem, which are a lot more rare. They only made them for a year and a half or something. So
Schwinn at one point was made in Chicago, right?
Oh yeah, they were the #1 selling bike in the country.
Was it a fabricated frame or a welded frame?
No, they welded them, and then the one thing that was good about Schwinn was they smoothed a lot of the joints and stuff like that. Like if you see, that's real smooth.
Yes.
The Schwinn bikes were the best quality bikes made, back in.
So let's just walk down here and look at some of these puppies right here. Something that the audience would like, and something that you like. Oh, Wizard bike.
Yeah, so that would be a bike from the 40s or the 50s with a motor on it, a gas engine. So you were a pretty lucky kid if you had one of those. And then this one is one that was donated to me. There were a couple of them from this guy, and he designed all these bikes. Are parade bikes. They have stereos in them and lights and horns and everything. And you can see it's really unique because he made these shock absorber wheels, which really work. And some people think, oh, that's a new thing, but really they've done that in the 1890s also.
So tell us, okay, let's walk down here. I'm looking at this apple crate. You talked about the apple crate, the banana, the lucky peeler.
Yeah,
so
peeler.
When you were little, which one of these did you have?
I actually had an orange crate I bought from the kid, and when I was a kid for like $15, and that was a lot of money back in. So, but anyways, and then somebody stole it from me.
So how many bikes is in this place if you had to guess? I mean,
6,000.
6,000.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about Captain Kangaroo. I remember Captain Kangaroo.
Well, Captain Kangaroo, yeah, he was somebody who, he had a TV program, and he always endorsed a lot of the Schwinn bikes.
So when you say O Shift, what is the O Shift?
The O Shift, we sell these shirts because there's a street here in Pittsburgh. It's called Canton Avenue.
Okay.
And it's the second steepest street in the world. It's the #1 steepest street in the country.
Even steeper than the ones in San Francisco?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The other one's in New Zealand. And, of course, they go by streets that people have mailboxes on them. I'm sure in the mountains there's a steeper street, but that's how that works.
Okay, Betty, I can remember, I don't know too much about Betty Bob, but...
Neither do I, really, but that was a cartoon character, back in the day, and,
Well, I tell you what, let's just walk on down because we're going to buy a shirt because we want to support you. And I appreciate the. So give us your phone number again.
Yeah, the other thing about Canton Avenue is
Canton Avenue in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they also do a race here. It's called the Dirty Dozen race, and you have to race up 13 hills, and this is the last one you have to go up, which most people can't do. And yeah, our phone number is 412-716-4956.
This light blue bike right up here, and this I see these things was going for 48,000.
Yeah, they're like one of our most valuable. Benjamin Bowden, who designed the bikes.
It's called a Bowden.
Yep.
Like Bobby Bowden.
Yep. Some people say Bowden, some people say Bowden.
So what makes these bikes so expensive and so?
He was an industrial engineer, and he designed like Winston Churchill's armored car. He designed some Fords and some Austin Healey's.
Okay.
And he designed these bikes back in the 40s.
In the 40s. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I am very elated.
Thanks. Yep.
This will be on Jazz 313.
Cool.
This is an impromptu. Those who know me know that I love bikes.
Yeah.
I have a 7-cycle, but I ride crazy. I'm addicted to it.
Yeah.
I had a Schwinn Traveler, but
Okay.
I got this bike made for me. But anyway, though, thank you again. If you in Pittsburgh, come to the Bicycle Museum. It is more. This camera will not even let you see what is in here.
Yeah,
but again, Jazz 313, thank you for signing in and thank you for joining us. There you go.